Hey everybody, I'm Dumont, aka The Terrible Australian of supermarcy.com, and welcome to my video review of the horror comedy Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. So let's get right into it. Now, I wasn't sure what to expect with this film. I saw the trailers and it looked fun, but it didn't seem like, when you kind of, there's been, since, zombies are kind of all over the place at the moment through film and TV shows, you kind of know what to expect from them now, and it didn't seem like this film wasn't going to really add anything new to the whole subgenre of horror, but I thought, okay, I'll check it out and see what it's like. And I will say, though, I know that I surprisingly actually really enjoyed this film. It doesn't bring anything new to the table by any means, and if you've seen a lot of zombie films, particularly the sort of zombie comedy films, like, Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland and all the other ones that are out there, you kind of know what to expect when it comes to this film, and the film doesn't really sort of bring us anything particularly new, but except for the whole idea of, the Boy Scouts going up against zombies, so that's kind of the main kind of new element of the film. And also, the film is also, when it comes to a tone, it's very juvenile, and the film makes no buts about that. It is very juvenile in its humor and dialogue and sight gags and stuff like that. It kind of approaches the film kind of similar to all those kind of late 90s, early noughties kind of sort of grossed out comedies, like American Pie and all the kind of other ilks like that. And so it is a very juvenile film, but regardless, though, I still ended up really enjoying it nonetheless. So I guess in a way, this is a film that does not take itself seriously at all. In fact, and the whole idea of sort of Boy Scouts going up against zombies, the film kind of really does a really fun job at sort of going with that idea. And also, it helps that sort of the cast are actually, I found, quite likable, and particularly the lead of the film, Sheridan, who's a wonderful young actor who's appeared in Tree of Life and Joe and a whole other bunch of films, like indie films. And it was all cool to kind of see him in sort of a bigger budgeted film. And he also brings a sort of a sympathetic and likable performance as well. But everyone does, and in this film in terms of their characters. Even though if they do sort of very douchey things and whatnot, you can't help but, root for them nonetheless. And also, it's very well directed. Christopher Landon, who also co-wrote the script, and this is his second film. He also wrote and directed Paranormal Activity, the Mark ones, and he also wrote other entries in the Paranormal Activity franchise. He does a really good solid job of his direction. He brings a lot of energy to the proceedings, and the film looks good. It's also quite funny at times, and this is a film that knows exactly what it is. Let's just make no buts about that. I mean, if you don't like films that are sort of very juvenile and also very slapsticky and all that type of stuff, this movie is not going to be for you. But for me, and for me, I kind of just went along with it and went along with the ride, and for most part I really enjoyed it. I just thought it was just a fun little horror comedy that's nothing more, nothing less. So in terms of negatives, like I said, it doesn't really sort of bring anything new to the table, and it is cliche. You know exactly where the story's going to go and whatnot, and at times, even though the humor is very juvenile, at times it can be a little too much in certain scenes, and you'll know what I mean when you see some of them. And also some of the cast members, sort of the more veteran actors and all that, I feel were a bit underused when it comes to their characters, and also, but in the end, though, it knows exactly what it is and what it strives to be, and for most part, for me, I found it just a lot of fun. So, and also had some pretty cool gore sequences as well, and cool little action set pieces as well. So, like I said, it won't be for everyone, and I can understand people not liking this film, and to be honest, I don't blame you. But for me, I just found it quite surprising, and I just found the characters engaging and likable. Oh, well, most people might find them a bit of douchebags, but I don't know, I've just found them, not too bad. Like at least I found them interesting as protagonists. So if I had to give Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, I ever got that right, a rating, I give it a solid 3.5. And like I said, it probably won't be for everyone, but I thought it was a lot of fun nonetheless. So, yep, that's it. That's my video review of Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. See you, everyone. Bye.